Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm not sure what kind of reading we're going to do. I feel drawn to do a let's pull a card and see who we're talking to. But then I feel like it'd be nice to talk to both sides, so to see what's going down with the Divine Masculine. What's going down with the Divine Masculine as the music was turned up. It's like, what's going down with the Divine Masculine? What's going up for the Divine Feminine? I don't want to put it like that. So, we'll do what do you want to talk about today? Who are we talking about? Hi, Original, darling. Happy Saturday, Lucy. Happy Saturday, Original. Okay, so who do we want to talk about? We have got a character. We've got the Empress. What's going on with the Divine Feminine? Now, this is interesting because it's like she's holding a microphone here. It's like, well, what's going on with you, Divine Masculine? It's like, no, we'll talk about you first. And I haven't got my bangles on, and I really did want to put them on. Okay, I can do that. I'm going to go and put my bangles on. I feel connected. I do not wear them to work in case, you know, by chance they go home with someone shopping. It's mine. So, number 11, balance, intuition, communication. Put that on. And then put this one on. Are all sorted? Oh, interesting, because now I'm tokens like the bangles here. It's just another manic Monday. It's Saturday. The bangles. The Empress. Let's have a look at the Empress energy here. I feel behind her is this hot energy. Okay, the hot energy, well, he's quite furious. It's a masculine energy. He's quite hot-headed at the moment. So I feel like he may want to speak. Whether or not that would be like abruptly. What I can feel is like, you're going to have to stick with me on this one, a Bigfoot energy. And Bigfoot is coming through the trees, okay, part of them. You could say King Kong if you want. Godzilla. What's the word? God. Okay. Oh, interesting. Is it a masculine? Well, it is a masculine's energy, like as in a masculine energy, not a feminine energy. It doesn't mean it's not a feminine. It's not a female. Because like Bridezilla was coming through, so like a karmic energy. It's like, are you wanting to say something? Because this Empress isn't scared. She has a crown of, not thorns, but a crown of stars. We can say a crown of thorns. She's protected. Because I feel that this is all just a load of chat. It's someone who's angry, furious. I don't know why this has gone to negative, because first of all, I felt like it was the masculine energy trying to get a message through to you, but now I'm feeling it's a karmic energy who maybe has something to say to the Empress, the Divine Feminine. Let me through. Parting of the trees, heavy-footed, a large mouth. But it's all a load of chat. A load of noise. Now what's playing next door? They're in the garden. And with their speaker out, they've been playing a lot of English music. Which was quite surprising, because normally I think it's Romanian music they play. But I don't understand it. So this crown that's protecting this feminine, this is like protecting you. Oh, this actually could come in because earlier on I felt the energy of the karmic against the divine masculine, and we're talking like mental, verbal, possibly physically manipulating, abusing. Not particularly nice words. You know, they say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. What a load of bullshit. Those words, they can, you know, fuck with your mind. But this feminine's like protected. I've got a prime example of this today. I was working with a lady and she got a bit flustered. And then she turned to me and she went to me, "You're doing my head in." I said, so I stopped, I looked at her. And like, I'm known as like one of the calmest people. And sometimes I'm like sent to be with her because like I'm more calming. So it's like, you can go and handle that. She said to me, "You're doing my head in," or something along them lines. And I stopped and went to her, "What did you just say?" And she giggled. She said, "You're doing my head in." I said, "Okay." And at that point, I said, "I'm just nipping out," because I was going to, we got 2 shops. I was going to the other shop and I just giggled. It wasn't something that, it was just a display of her own frustration. Okay, and anyway, so that was kind of like, I didn't get upset. I just laughed. At the end of the day, like she's, she was hugging me, telling me, you know, what a fantastic job I've done today. I said, actually, she'd done quite a lot of the grafting. I'm good at directing, suggesting, okay, delegating. Yeah, the Empress. A little chuckle to oneself. Okay, it's like she's sleeping here on a bed of roses. You know when like you throw roses like on stage after a theatre show, well handled, should we say that? Well handled. This feminine is, she's looking out at these fields of barley. As we walk in fields of gold. Right then. One card. And that's what we get from the one card. So I've talked about what maybe is, you know, behind this feminine. She's just, if you've got something to say, then, you know, she's not running away, she's not frightened, she feels very comfortable in her own self. The Empress. Where do we go now then? It's loud. It sounded like it was planes, but it's a train. Planes, trains and automobiles. Should we find out a bit more about this energy that's like behind here? Because it's like they're trying to find any way that they can to like locate you so that then they can dislocate you. Everything will be halted when you're in the presence of a divine feminine. Okay, it's how you normally would behave. You just naturally would not behave like that in front of in the presence of a divine feminine. Okay. Cruel intentions is coming from. The divine feminine is not cruel. The Empress isn't cruel. She's nurturing, motherly. She's loving. Oh, I like that song, Ski. Every time I go away. Is it every time you go away? I mean, your words are absolutely fine, but every time I go away, you take a piece of me with you. Can I sing it the other way around? Every time you go away, I take a little piece of you. Ding, ding, ding. Paul Young? Is it Paul Young? Yup. Shaun of the Dead's coming through. Yup. So we still have this energy here, frightened, afraid or anxious. Yuppers. I don't feel the Divine Feminine, the Empress here, looks frightened, afraid or anxious. The Channel of Love cards are just gradually falling. I wonder if they stop. If they stop in and stop falling in the deck, which they have done. Frightened, afraid or anxious, we'll have a look at them. Little, dark, with little or no light. I'm intrigued to see, even though I've got the random cards here, I'm intrigued to actually first go to the Divine Feminine's deck. Do you want to have a look at these cards that have remained? So we've got these cards here that have fallen. Mrs. Encouragement, Happily Ever After. Oh, what's the saying? They say you never really, like, about like knowing like your partner. You never really know someone until like you split up with them. So Mrs. Encouragement, Happily Ever After has like fallen away. I'd say this is with this energy here. If this is a karmic energy, she's Mrs. Encouragement. No longer. I feel all she's encouraging this masculine to do is to tell her how to find this Empress. Who is she? Encouragement. Where are we going? Mrs. Encouragement, that was right, and Happily Ever After. And then we've got these cards that are left. I said if there was any cards, then there is. So this isn't like Happily Ever After, True Love. This is like a ball ache. A ball and chain. What's left after? Divine Masculine and True Love with the Empress. You know when you want to be left alone to be in peace? That's the energy. Let's have a look at the Divine Feminine's deck. Why did you retract your soul? Let's see what let's see what Divine Feminine you're dealing with here. Well, the Empress embodies all of the Queen energy. She is the Divine Feminine. She'll have a piece of her in this deck, in every card. More than a woman to me. Interesting, because she's called the Mistress in this deck. Okay, Ariadne. Get her name right at least. Ariadne. I think that's how you say that. Mistress of the Labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Still feel like it's the Empress here, sitting on her throne. Let's find out where Ariadne is. Perhaps it's the book. Hiding, look, under the box. see the card so much clearer. I thought she was wearing some kind of like summer hat, but it's like a, oh, it's a maze. It's a labyrinth. And she'll help you through. That's what I feel. Okay. Hey Cynthia, just pulling our energy out of reading about treasure hunts. Treasure found, higher channel of love. Hello my darling. We've got to find out where Ariadne is in this book. 186. No messing around today. Okay. Who she is. Ariadne represents the love and support available to us when we dare to be courageous. Ariadne is known as being both a Greek goddess and the human daughter of Minos, king of Crete. Her father put her in charge of the labyrinth, where 7 human sacrifices were made every 7 years to appease the Minotaur who lived within it. The Minotaur had the head of a bull and the body of a man. He preyed on those who got lost in the dark. One year, a valiant and heroic man named Theseus went into the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur and end the sacrifices. Ariadne fell madly in love with him and gave him a sword to kill the Minotaur and a ball of red thread so that he could find his way back out of the labyrinth and into the light. Ancient Greek myths were oral, so there are varying accounts of Theseus and Ariadne eloping after his success, or others where Ariadne's consort, Dionysus, the Greek god of ritual madness and religious ecstasy, chases after her and pleads with her to return to him. Whichever way the story ends, the constant is that Ariadne's love and support changed the fate of so many who would have otherwise been lost to the labyrinth. When your soul selects her card, Ariadne is a symbol of the hope, the divine assistance, and the step-by-step process we can take to move through a difficult time or to confront an injustice in our life. She helps Theseus become his daring to end. Becomes his daring. It says she helps Theseus because he's daring to end a pattern of madness. He's willing to do whatever needs to be done to stop the injustice. She gives him the tools to create his desired outcome. He is successful because of her, and she assists him because he acts with courage. Her message is that our courage is always in some way rewarded. When we seek to end an unnecessary pattern or routine that is no longer serving us, even though we initially created it in the effort to keep us safe, it can feel as insurmountable as facing a horned part man, part beast. I felt the Bigfoot energy, the King Kong. Okay. It can feel as insurmountable as facing a horned part man, part beast that lives in a dark maze inside us, pure terror. But the soul always wants our freedom. The divine is what liberates, not confines. It might feel like we can't find our way out of this situation, this maze, but we can. We can trust the soul knows the way through, and that spiritual support is given. Ariadne wants us to be brave so that she can fall in love with our actions. She is both a goddess and a human. She gets our fear, but she also knows just how much power we hold as well. Okay. Soul voice meditation. What allows me to feel supported while doing the inner work? And the intention, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Cynthia, flipping through our fairy journal last night, we wrote down consort, a ship sailing alongside another boat. I'm sure it was written over a year ago. Interesting. Brother. Tease me, please. And father. Now, I actually feel here a bit of a... I couldn't quite figure out where the brother energy came in, because I was going to say to you, I don't have a brother. So I'm definitely not teased by a brother or have one to tease. That's the energy, conflict. And then there's the father. But the tease me, I didn't feel that was called for. It's, you know, when you say, stop teasing them, like in a way... When you tease someone, you maybe give them the impression that you want in something, but then you don't let them have it. Let's have a look at this. Because I feel this is just a whole, like, bullshit, toxic environment. You know when you can say, like, comments and then, like, you think to rectify that, you can say, oh, I was only teasing you, but you've already hurt their feelings. Hey, Sherry. Hi there, gang. Hi, darling. Happy Saturday. Some humour, or so-called humour, isn't funny. It's hurtful. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names could never hurt me. Oh, come on. Marriage is grey. Okay. And we've got conflict. And we've got conflict with the wife. Okay. So really, we are talking about the divine feminine, the divine masculine. What is it that you're wanting the divine feminine to do to assist you? What are you wanting the divine feminine to do to support you? The divine feminine's unable to assist you. This is something that you need to do to get out of. It's your own messy creation. But we have the mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way. And the only way out is through. I'll give you an example of this that happened this morning. So my daughter's divine masculine was telling me about a job he was doing, but he didn't want to do it. And so he's come up with an excuse not to do this job. And he said, I don't actually want to do the job at all. So myself and my daughter, we both said, you know, why don't you just get it done with? That was the kind of attitude, get it done with. I suppose it's more about not letting people down. Anyway, that was really, because I said, well, is it maybe best just to get it out of the way, done with, learn from it, don't accept like clients like that again, because he didn't like their energy, full stop. So I don't like their energy. And anyway, I came in, this was this morning, we was out in the garden. I came in to get ready to go to work, and then before I went to work, he hadn't gone like off to work himself yet. And I said to him, hey, I said, you know that job? I said, do whatever I said, feels right for you. I said, because who am I to tell you what to do? If you don't feel good about it, he said, I said, you've got your own GPS, you've got your own guidance system. I said that to him, and he went to me, they've contacted me, because he had messaged them back saying, hey, you know, the excuse that he had was like transport. I've sorted out my problems, I'll be able to get to you this afternoon, all fixed. So he decided to go, and they actually messaged back and said, don't worry about it, we don't want you to do it anymore. And he responded, as in, you know, when it's like a good response. His response was, okay, no problem, thank you for your time. He was talking to the daughter. It was like, tell your mum thank you for her time, and if I can ever be of help and you need my assistance in the future, just let me know. And they didn't get back to him after that. I said, good way to leave it. So that kind of, you have to trust people, know what they're doing. Hi, Pauser. Right, I'm carrying on. Let's carry on with this then. We'll go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Oh, I was asking a question, wasn't I? Because the marriage is growing, there's conflict with the wife. And how can the Divine Feminine will assist you, support you? What is it that you're wanting? Hi, Zayful. How are you doing? Okay, let's have a look at this. I've got the card, thank you. Sea Beacon Fairy Guidance, but where will it lead you? Card number 3. It's like this is a decision that you're going to have to make on your own. Sea Beacon Fairy. It takes me to Cynthia, a ship sailing alongside another boat. Because straight away it's like, how can the Divine Feminine support you? She's there right beside you, supporting you every step of the way. Her energy's there. You just need to tap into it. But her energy is not in alignment, and neither does it want to be in alignment with the toxicity that's kind of going on the other side here. Okay, about the Sea Beacon Fairy. Sometimes when a clear path seems to be taking you in the right direction, it helps to know who is holding up the light. Because while this beautiful Sea Beacon Fairy is most certainly guiding a lost ship, who knows whether she leads it towards rocks or towards safe harbour. And this is a choice, and this is the choice you have to make now. Is this path that is clearly being lit the right one? Simply because there is light, is the source a true and good guide? Would you be best to await another way out of the storm? Or are you so eager to avoid the storm and the challenges that you follow the first light that comes along? The Sea Beacon Fairy speaks, I do hold up the light, but only you can choose as to whether the direction I will lead you in is the right one for you at this time. It may be your salvation I lead you to, and it may be that I am gathering souls and you will perish upon rocks or drown in cold seas. I know this is hard to hear. It is not a sure thing, this advice and guidance you have received, and for all its insistence that it comes from the light, the advice may not be that which you need to follow at this time. I understand this may be confusing, but I am showing you mostly of one great truth, that perhaps you must find your own way out at this time. If this isn't a decision for the Divine Feminine to make for the Divine Masculine and to guide him through that. And that kind of stuff is karmically like thrown back in your face. The divination message. A perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you, but whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Let me repeat that. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions, and not all advice will be right for you. So it feels like, who are you asking advice from? I was going to say, more than likely, the 98 percenters. The 2 percenters, interesting. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. You want to be speaking to these souls and listening to their reassurance. Not so much they tell you what to do, but they will comfort and reassure you that you know exactly what to do. You know what the right thing to do is for your soul. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, a father was coming through. It was like, but I'm a father. And it's like, yeah, you might be a father, but are you a role model? Are you someone to model? What are you role modelling? Love? True love or conflict? Grey. Allowing nastiness, manipulation, narcissism. Is that what you're role modelling? Or what you're an advocate for? Bit of a tough reading. Just noticed that was card number 3, which is the Empress energy. Should we clear this away? I'm singing zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Song of the South. Sorry, Sherry, I didn't see your message there. Same to you. Does that say, lacy rainy day later? Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, let's have a look. I don't want to look at the grey. I was going to say, unless it's Christian grey. Okay, right. You know, the energy of, like, what direction will you be led in? Will you be led to your salvation? Will you be led to the rocks in the cold sea and you will perish? Well, that depends on which route you take. This says moving on. I don't feel it's a true love energy. I don't feel like it's a happily ever after energy, unless he's going. This could be the children, you see. Unless he's bringing the children to safe harbour. Because this is a card of moving on. But at the moment it doesn't look very happy. Looks like someone's had to walk the plank. They just decided to walk differently. Okay. Along the planks. Moving on. Leaving behind. Moving on to... Let's find out more. We're going to use these cards. We can get rid of these. Okay, so it's a slightly blocked vision, which you don't know. Look at this. Those ships in the background. What do I do? Do I stay? Do I go? If I stay, there will be trouble, but if I go, it's going to be double. So you gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go? This indecision's bugging me. Well, you know what to do. Look how gloomy this is. Two of Cups is behind you there. That's the true love energy. To see. To see or not to see? Now that is a question. How do you see your future? How do you see your options? Divine Feminine's there, covered up with this white sheet. She's glowing. So she is the Mother Mary resurrecting. He's in the shadows. You can see there's a block here because of all the swords. Okay. Let's go to the magical unicorns. So should I stay or should I go now? Let's see what the cards say. Should I stay or should I go now? Okay. If I go there will be trouble. And if I stay it will be double. That's true. I feel that's more truer. Double trouble. Exercise. Run, run. Walk, swim, or otherwise move your body, and this will give you more energy and happiness. I'm not going to read the description, the meaning of that card. Exercise. Run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. Wish upon a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. Let me see these cards. Make a wish and expect the very best. So the energy of the Divine Feminine there in that cup. She is your wish come true. One more. Hello and goodbye. I'm going to read this card. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. What's interesting, look, the children are there with the masculine saying goodbye. So I was going to say like to all the goblins. Okay. They're well-wishers, but like they're energy goblins. Rather than energy vampires, these are energy goblins. They mean well. Hello and goodbye. Your life is changing and you may feel that you don't have much control. Yet you're safe and taken care of during this time of change. During your life, you'll experience many changes. As you say goodbye to the old and hello to the new, you'll learn that change is a part of everyone's life. You may feel sad to say goodbye, and you may feel afraid of what will happen in the future. This card tells you that new friends are coming your way. You aren't alone though, as you will always have old friends and current family members who love you and care about you. So please tell them about your feelings. Change helps you let go of anything you've outgrown. As you say goodbye to the past, you'll always keep the love and lessons you've learned safely within your heart. They're treasures that you'll always keep through your life. Cynthia, you mentioned about treasures, didn't you? Just pulling our energy out of a reading, about treasure hunts. Treasure found. Hiya, channel of love. Say hello to the new people, places and events that are coming to you. There's nothing to fear about your future. It's happy, bright, and will be lots of fun. Fun, fun, fun! How do you like it? How do you like it? Okay. Yeah, we'll finish up, I think. Yes, because my dinner was going to be about 45 minutes. So, we're going to use a Rumi message, I know this. And we'll catch up tomorrow. I think we'll have a nice Sunday service tomorrow. I don't know what that entails, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Okay. It's like, don't be snappy with me. Hopefully I've kind of helped you and given you the guidance you're seeking. That's about as far as it goes. It's like, now it's over to you. Okay. Rumi, I've got the card. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Who offers the sacred wine? Well, we know it's the Divine Feminine, don't we? Look, she's actually in, like, the chalice. She's in the Holy Grail here. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. And, like, this has nothing to do with, like, alcohol. Because I feel like, you know, someone might offer you a drink. Yeah, have another drink. Chill out. Like, to numb them. It's like, no, this is sacred wine. It's like just what you ordered. Because I'm still taken to this colour in here. I'm extremely thirsty. Let's have some sacred coffee. $32. Interesting. The card before is commitment. 31. 32. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, and this we'll start again. Why are you doing all these individual letters, Bobbin? My daughter will tell you we're not allowed to say that. Even if we're joking. Apparently it's a no-no for the youngsters out there. Anyway. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. With the sea beacon fairy, didn't we? We sure did. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment, and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter, as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Raucous and silly shall we be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illumined by the golden hearth fires, we will hold onto each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hands of the Divine Beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven. This may sound wonderful, indeed it is, yet welcome though this gift may be, there is a trick to receiving it, you see. When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen, trust that you will be cared for, or that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, my wise soulmate, and trust that this is according to the higher plan and not some inadequacy or error. So will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey this is to be for you. So much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary awaits you, you who are asked to drink from the generous cup of the great beloved is bringing towards your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel, or if the world around you ceases to understand you? Could any of that compare to this great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendour at the beauty of life? This is a party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair and I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and toes. It will take me way too long and I simply won't be ready to attend. You go, of course. You enjoy yourself whilst I am working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head and wonder if you too, this part here, isn't it? And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home to wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes, many times over perhaps, to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sounds of clinking glasses, of music, of stomping and dancing and laughter, and you'll think a wise thought, so wise indeed that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, forget this to-do list, I am going to have some fun. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes. But over and over again, beloved? Surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honour and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come, put aside that seriousness for a moment or more and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the colour of love. Sacred honour and ritual. If you can have a glass with some drinkable liquid, coffee, water is fine, or juice, or wine if appropriate, and you prefer this option, then have it ready for your ritual. Place your hands over the filled glass and say the following. All things emanate from the Divine Beloved, and the Divine Beloved lives in all things. In this sacred nectar, I receive the gift of love from the Divine Beloved. I sip, I drink, I partake of the sacred gift offered to me now. I place my mind aside and choose instead to bear witness to what is offered now through the gift of grace. I ask for assistance that I may remember what it is to play and to find the joy of living, the delight of my path and the humour of life. Bless me with such grace, so be it. Drink. You have finished your sacred honour ritual, unless you feel like dancing around your lounge room, after which you shall have then completed your sacred honouring ritual. Okay. What keeps coming through the last couple of days is, I don't know if this is the right quote, like the right wording around the right way, but it's along the lines of, God, show me the truth, no matter how beautiful it is. Okay, one more card then. Let's have a look at your sacred destiny. We can take that card. Taking risks. I don't think we've ever had this card come out in a reading until today, until now. Taking risks. High plateau. A high plateau is a large flat area of land that is significantly higher than the landscape around it. The sides are at least one or two. The sides, at least one or two, are sheer and steep. These formations are typically caused by the upwelling of volcanic magma, tectonic movement, or even erosion. Some indigenous groups call these tablelands Tipu, which means house of the gods. I'm sure these pronunciations are not accurate, but let's continue. When you stand at the edge of one of the sheer walls, you can feel that you are in the place of the gods. Okay, the sacred landscape wants you to know, when you draw this card, it is time to step beyond your normal everyday life. Take some risks, face your fears, do things in a new and even unorthodox way. Listen more to your inner voice than to the voices and opinions of others, the 98%ers. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. One more card from here. We're going to go up to that 1 hour mark. 5501 on the counter, and we've got new beginnings. All these beautiful colourings coming in here. new beginnings. Radiant sunshine. The sun is the most profound symbol of life itself, large enough to fit 1 million Earths inside it. In ancient cultures, the largesse of the rising sun represented hope and the understanding that life begins again, fresh and new. Responsible for the climate and weather of the earth, it is a symbol of birth and rebirth. It can also represent resurrection and a time of profound spiritual awakening. It symbolises the end of darkness and the beginning of light, and an initiation of a whole new cycle. Hi Andrea, how are you doing? You are a new subscriber? I just do the collective readings. Good to see if you resonate with them. Okay. The sacred landscape wants you to know your life is expanding in profound and wondrous ways, and new experiences and ideas are emerging. Vitality and wide open opportunities are at hand. Seize the day. This is a perfect time to begin that new project or give birth to an emerging idea. Timing is everything, and the time is now. Anything and everything is possible. Good fortune awaits you. The rising sun is the ultimate symbol of the Yang principle, expanding power and activity. You are radiant and luminous. There is a glow within you that can be felt by all. Wow. The rising sun is the ultimate symbol of the Yang principle, divine masculine. That's it, guys. I will catch up with you all soon, so thank you very much for joining me today. Until then, take care, much love, bye for now.